Anthony Joshua's car crash wasn't what fans expected. New details reveal the real cause behind the shocking incident. At first, details were unclear, and fans were confused by early reports. Now, Showbiz The Adult has shared more confirmed information, helping explain what really happened in Anthony Joshua's tragic car accident.
All right. So, we have more information regarding the tragic car accident that Anthony A.J. Joshua was involved in, and everything that happened, including details on how the accident itself occurred. First, I want to say rest in peace to those two who passed away due to the accident. Anthony A.J. Joshua's very close and best friends and personal trainers, Lats and Cena. We found out early yesterday that it was indeed those two confirmed as his friends who passed away.
As more official details came out, authorities began explaining exactly how the accident happened. According to reports shared by Showbiz, investigators described the moments leading up to the crash and what caused the vehicle to lose control.
Well, according to Nigeria's Federal Road Safety Corps, they said that the Lexus was traveling at a high speed, trying to maneuver around a vehicle, and lost control and ran into the commercial stationary truck.
From what we got to understand was that there was a trailer that was parked at the shoulder, whereby the vehicle conveying Anthony Joshua and his team did a wrongful overtake, and they ran into that vehicle.
Now here's images of the truck itself that the SUV struck. Very large commercial vehicle.
As reactions came in from the boxing world, trainer Greg Hackett spoke with emotion, sending condolences to the families who lost loved ones, and acknowledging how painful and overwhelming this tragedy must be for Anthony Joshua to carry.
That was just, I don't know, man, that was crazy. You know, first of all, rest in peace to both of the gentlemen. I hope their families, you know what I mean, like, could get past that. That's like crazy. I know it's gonna be tough, but I don't know, that was just crazy, you know, looking at it. I mean, I don't know how that happened. I don't know. And I know Anthony Joshua got to feel terrible. You know what I mean? Because they was with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That was a rough joint, man.
Following the tragic accident, fellow fighters and fans also took to social media to express their condolences. Among them, Jake Paul paid tribute, honoring the lives lost and sending support to their families, friends, and Anthony Joshua. He tweeted, "Arep Sinagami and Kevin Latif Shah Lats Iodel. My thoughts and prayers are with their families and friends and AJ." In the wake of the tragic car crash, news spread quickly about Anthony Joshua's condition. Amid public concern and support, Nigerian President Asiwaju Ahmed Tinubu personally visited Joshua in the hospital to check on his recovery. As more details about the accident emerged, commentators began reflecting on the personal impact of the tragedy. Sean Zittle shared his perspective, highlighting Joshua's close relationships with the victims and the shock of such news just before the new year.
You know, I'm going to get out of the way a little bit on this one and let you lead the way, because you knew these men personally and you know Anthony personally, and you've been calling shows in West Africa, not Nigeria, but in Ghana recently. And it's horrible news to be met with before the New Year's for Joshua, who had to be feeling good about his stature being risen in the United States to a new level. And I would say he was going over there to celebrate, but really him and this man Latif, they go there frequently all the time. So they weren't even necessarily really celebrating. This is just kind of what they do in Nigeria.
Adding on, Radio Raheem provided a clear account of the passengers' positions in the vehicle and the facts surrounding who survived and who tragically passed away.
But I know you have a lot of deep thoughts about this, Raheem. What do you have to say for the audience?
I think the first thing to get out of the way is just the facts. I'm not on the ground. However, there are some facts about this situation that should be laid very plain. 4 men in the car. Anthony Joshua and the driver survived this accident. Anthony Joshua was sat behind the driver in the back seat. Sitting next to him was one of the men who fatally lost their life in this crash, and sitting next to the driver was the other man. I don't know whether Latif or Cena was in the front or back seat, but if you don't know, they drive on the right side of the road there, so both Joshua and the driver would be on the right side of the car. It has been characterized by the Ghanaian authority. It has been characterized by the Nigerian authorities that the car was speeding and trying to overtake another car, suggesting that they were driving reckless, and then slammed into a stationary vehicle, which means a vehicle that wasn't moving. It was a massive truck. I saw that in a video. There has also been a report that the tire blew out, maybe while they're in the action of overtaking the vehicle, and that is how the driver lost control and slammed into the stationary truck. For context, I've never been on this particular road in Nigeria. However, I have been to West Africa many times. In Ghana, I've been in other...
To help visualize the tragic incident, authorities released a diagram of the crash. It clearly shows the positions of Anthony Joshua, the driver, and his 2 friends, who sadly lost their lives, highlighting the impact on the right side of the vehicle. Furthermore, Wade Plemons spoke about how the accident serves as a stark reminder that life is precious, regardless of fame, success, or wealth.
The precious value of life. Life is precious, and no matter if you make no money, no matter if you make tons of money, sure, your living experience will be different, and some live, quote unquote, better than others, but the gift, the ultimate gift is life. And it didn't matter today that AJ was one of the biggest stars a week ago in the world. It didn't matter that he had this record-breaking boxing match. Didn't matter that he got paid a ton of money. Didn't matter that he was worth a ton of money. Today, all that mattered was God looked down on him and saved his life. And again, unfortunately for the 2 men that passed, they weren't as fortunate. And I pray for them, I pray for their families, pray for AJ, but it just shows you how precious every day is and how you have to take every day as a reminder that this life is short.
Continuing his reflection on the tragedy, Wade highlighted the emotional toll on Anthony Joshua, highlighting the immense grief of losing close friends and the outpouring of support from the boxing community worldwide.
For every second you breathe air, because it can all change in an instant. I can't imagine what AJ, again, obviously the main concern should be the people and the families of those deceased. I can't imagine what AJ is gonna have to deal with in terms of the grief, the emotional strain, the physical anguish. I mean, his 2, apparently, according to a lot of the people that are speaking about this, his two of his best friends just died in front of him. Things are bigger than boxing right now. I saw everybody reaching out. Turki Al-Sheikh, owner, CEO of The Ring Magazine, Jake Paul, Piers Morgan, everybody around the boxing scene coming together, regardless of what they think of each other, and that's something I love to see in our sport, coming together to send our prayers, send our thoughts.
This tragic accident shows how fragile life is, no matter your fame or money. Anthony Joshua survived, but losing his close friends shocked everyone. Fans, athletes, and leaders showed support, reminding us of the importance of healing, strength, and honoring those who passed. What are your thoughts on the incident? How do you think Anthony Joshua will recover both mentally and emotionally from this tragedy? Share your views in the comments below.